Ladies and gentlemen,
You know what I'm going to ask you.
I'm going to ask you. You know what I'm going to ask you. Brad Williams is here.
He's the only, if you remember, I didn't go bad on you, brother. I didn't go bad on you. But he's the only guest who missed and we allowed back on.
Yes.
Well, because Brad was just like, first of all, he bought us a gift.
I did.
But at the time, we didn't know.
Yeah. And I got mixed up. I was so excited to do the podcast. Obviously, you guys are both rich as shit.
Very rich.
Very, very popular podcast.
We're going to have our assistants fire you.
Oh my god!
Comedy.
And then I'm driving here because I think it's at 1, and then I get the call from my manager. My manager Barry Katz, who's like, "Where are you, man? They've already started the podcast. Where are you?"
That's a good Barry Katz.
This is an all right Katz, man. That's one of the only the 2 impressions I can do.
Isn't that
Barry
the worst
Katz.
when you forget you're supposed to be somewhere? It's just like you.
Well, I was supposed to do Josh Wolf's TV show.
Oh yeah.
I'm a guest on his TV
Remember we had a
show.
show on comedy on the country.
Yeah, I did it. Yeah.
And I get
He's
a
the
call.
best.
I get
Yeah.
a call from I think it was Michael Cross. I can't remember his name. And he goes, "You close?" And I was in traffic right at like Long Beach. I was going to see my friend, and I went, "What?" And he goes, "Are you close? Because we're gonna roll in a half hour." I go, "Oh my god."
That's the worst feeling. It's the worst
I
feeling.
forgot
There's nothing worse.
about
Yeah.
your TV show.
TV show.
And I'm in traffic.
That got
in Long
canceled
Beach.
because of you.
Probably.
Hey, and then this is even worse. The following week, I'm supposed to be on. I canceled on him.
And you gave
I went, now listen, because UFC tonight was
This is so funny.
last second, we need you to host
Yeah.
UFC tonight. I'm like, all right, cool. I'd rather do that than do Josh's show. It's kind of a little more important. Just I love Josh, but I didn't know
Sure.
him that well at the time.
Yeah.
So I told Josh, he's like, oh, good, man.
He said Josh is the nicest
But
guy
we
in the
need
world.
we need a fighter. We need an MMA guy, like UFC guy. I go, I can't do that for you, but what I can do is send you a boxer. So I sent him a boxer, but they kept the same script that I was supposed to do, like MMA stuff.
Oh, okay.
So they had my boxing coach, Tony Jeffries, who doesn't know shit about mixed martial arts, showing them how to kick and wrestle. And Tony's trying to, fake it till you make it. And I'm watching like,
Sure,
oh
that's
my
what
God.
that's what
so
you always
good.
do.
It's
That's so
funny, man.
good.
What's up with you, brother? You're one of my favorites, man. I'm glad you're on. My brother
dude,
loves
thank
you,
you.
by the way.
Oh, really?
Shark Eyes Doll Smile was like, oh, hell yeah, I love that guy.
Oh, that's so cool. Tell him thanks.
You'll see him in Austin.
Yeah. Oh, because we're all doing Moon Tower together.
Yes, sir.
So we're all gonna get drunk under the Bat Bridge.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Dude, do the bats swarm
Yeah.
when we're going to be there?
Yeah.
Oh,
They
Oh,
do.
I love me a
where
nice
do we
bat.
see this? Oh, dude, these bats come out of that like
Big bats,
it's like
small
Batman.
bats?
They're big bats, and they're just like,
Oh,
I've never been.
Yeah,
I've never
and you
done
go,
it.
and
Hey,
they
yo.
they like surround you like that scene from Batman when he falls into the damn
Jim,
cave.
pull it up. I want to watch it online. Pull it up. I want to watch the bat swarm in Austin.
Yeah, it's
a thing?
insane, and you feel like
Oh, yeah.
a fucking superhero.
Yeah.
Did you have to go at like a
Bat
certain
Bridge?
time?
Yeah, it's so strange. Yeah, the Bat Bridge in Austin.
Damn, it said Bat Bridge Austin video. So it's
2
like
million bats.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
I don't
they
want them to
just-
bite my fucking neck though.
No, they
From
don't.
March through April, millions of mostly. Look at that, dude.
And they're just flying right over people on the and see all the tourists are there.
Why are they flying?
there.
Why are there so many goddamn bats?
That's just where they hang
Fly
out.
together. Oh, look at that,
Look at that.
dude. I'm all over that. I want to be in the middle of it. I
Oh, me
want them
too.
to
Like
fly
Batman.
past my face.
Yeah, the three of us
Yes.
dress up, man.
That and like just what'd you do today? I was
That's a
surrounded by 2 million
A
bats.
shitload
Dudes,
of
we're gonna have to
bats.
pull straws for who's gonna play Robin though. No one wants to be the bitch Robin.
I look good in tights. I don't care.
You're going to be the assassin because you're smaller, so you can sneak up behind people and just stab them with a poison dart in their fucking knee.
Fucking
That's so funny you say that. John Heffron, great comic, and also a guy who's always about protection. He always has like
John Heffron's a prepper.
yeah,
Straight up prepper.
Yeah, he's like he's a doomsday prepper. He had this idea that I could be an assassin if I dress up in a teddy bear suit, because then like I could just be this. Oh, it's an adorable teddy, but like it's one of those like 1-800-Flowers, or I don't know if you have a flower sponsor that
Yeah.
that
Books?
company.
Yeah.
Yeah, Books.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they like send this teddy bear, and then I just come to life and stab your ass.
Well, in the Algerian Civil War, there
Oh,
was
good Lord.
a
Yeah, get ready,
Now,
sir.
now, how
That
tall are
fun
you? How
story?
tall are you, Red?
4'4". That
Now
is,
let's settle one
52
thing.
inches.
Let's settle one thing right now. I don't know
Yeah.
what the fuck the politically correct thing is.
Yeah.
Is it little person? Is it dwarf? Is it midget?
Yeah,
Well, definitely not midget.
Dwarf and little person are the politically correct terms.
Okay.
Midget's the quote unquote bad word, but personally, I'm a comic. I don't mind it. I don't. For me, it's all about intention.
What about growing up though? Before you're
Yeah.
actually a successful dude, so that you have some confidence. But
Yeah.
before growing up, was there trigger words like midget?
Well, like
or
I was always told if a guy calls you a midget,
Punch him
and-
in the dick.
Yeah, like punch him, and like that's your word that where like you have to fight the guy. And then I got older and I started looking up like why is this the word? Because you get curious. You're like, so then I looked it up and it was like an old school reference to me like P.T. Barnum or something, but. That's not really how people reference it today. A lot of people just say
They don't know.
midget. Yeah,
Again,
just
they
say
don't
it.
know.
So I don't get mad at people, and but a lot of midgets fucking hate it. They
Really?
they
Well,
do not
because
like
you're a person.
Right.
So that might be a better way to describe it. Person happens to be short.
Yeah.
that's gonna be hard to describe.
No,
Yeah.
That doesn't work.
But
that
there
way,
was
Brian.
there was a dwarf / midget / little person in the Algerian War that Interpol is still looking for because he was the throat cutter. See, in the Algerian War there were some terrible things that would do, and they'd line up people who were non-believers who were on the other side, and they would just start cutting throats.
Okay, this is the
and
thing I
this
know-
guy did that. There was this
Yeah.
little person who would wield a long blade, and
Okay.
he cut like 200 throats in
was his name,
at a
dude?
sitting. His name is Brad Williams. Yeah.
Wait,
They call him White Devil.
Is this like
Yeah.
a sting operation?
Yeah,
You
it is.
guys-
This isn't a podcast.
No, this is an intervention. We're not taking you to prison. This is
Yeah.
intervention.
Stop cutting throats,
Stop killing
Brad.
people.
Stop
man.
cutting
See-
throats because they're on the other side, Brad.
See, this is the thing about you that where this could be a completely true story,
Oh, it is true.
or you could have just fabricated this, and I have no idea.
I only know that because my friend is a police officer and works international fugitive cases.
And they're
Okay.
looking for the guy.
They're looking for him.
They're,
Hopefully they
they're
found him.
looking for. See, that scares me if there's a fugitive dwarf because I already get mistaken for Peter Dinklage and Wee Man and all these other fucking midgets. So all I need is one freaking Interpol guy.
Do you know
to just
Peter?
go, I haven't met him yet. He knows who I am. Obviously, I know who
Yeah.
he is. There's a friend of mine that did a movie with him. And he's like, yeah, he knows who you are.
Yeah.
You're on his radar. And I'm like, ooh,
He's a great guy.
does he like me?
What's he-
Because I know like he doesn't like a lot
What's
of.
he been? Oh, is he the guy?
Peter from Game of Thrones. Peter
Yeah.
Dinklage. from
Oh,
Game of-
yes, he's
so
brilliant.
Peter's always been. I've known Peter literally 20 years now because Peter has been on the scene and has
Yeah.
always been this funny guy. And one of the things about Peter is that his parents never let him even remotely think or act or even get sort of treated like he was anything other than
Just a person.
person.
Yeah.
It seems like you were raised the same way.
Very much the same way.
Yeah.
Where I was aware of it. I went to the conventions, which by the way, if you ever want to get laid, it's a great place to go.
And to interrupt, because by the way, he's
small people's
he's a
convention?
coxman.
Hell
He's got-
yes.
He's a coxman. Seen his dick, seen his cock.
Oh,
He's right with us. He's neck and neck with us. Don't and I'm not joking. He dropped trout. I was with Eddie Ift.
Yep.
And he was like, "Oh, I'll show you what I'm working with."
Good
he's
dude.
he's right with us. Please understand
Good for
that.
you, man.
Second of all,
No, we were sharing some.
he'll
some
put
tales
the
before he came.
full court press on a young lady.
Is
Yeah.
Mr. Steal your girl?
He's got no problem with that and scores. So everybody shut up. But keep going. I had to just interrupt on that because
Thank
I've
you.
seen your work.
Thank you, sir. And so there, I would go to the dwarf conventions, and that's when I was sort of aware, like, oh, there's other people like me. But I was always amazed of the attitudes of the other little people. Oftentimes, there were a lot of like, oh, well, was me. Sort of, our life sucks. This is what we have to deal with. And I was always raised by my parents, who are tall. Always raised with the attitude of like, no, it's not an excuse.
Did you have brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I have a sister who's tall. I'm the only one. I'm the only dwarf.
How's that work? Is it genetic? Like it runs in the family somewhere?
It's a recessive gene, but we couldn't find any of them. So either that or my mom's just telling a weird story, and she actually
lying.
went off with the circus and
True.
did some
Oh
shit.
Oh,
shit!
snap.
Well, what's cool is that you've gotten to a point now as a comic where you're just a comic. Like
Yeah.
I really don't think I've seen you on stage. I actually.
It's not
I
like-
think that you're such a good comic now that nobody even. It sounds weird, but I don't think people really even fucking notice. In that. All right, you're shorter than most people, but you're
Right.
a comic who also talks about shit that's really funny that we all relate to.
Yeah. Well, first of all, thank you. And that took a while because obviously when you first get on stage and you have to talk sort of about the most obvious things, Brandon, you're going through this
True.
and now where you're talking like, okay, well, everyone knows me as a fighter, so I got to talk about the fighter thing. Like, you haven't gotten to the point maybe yet where you can go like, you know what, airline food, let's fucking talk. Or
I would
like,
love to do that.
Yeah, yes, but
Yeah.
like, and maybe you do it later in your act.
Yeah.
But right off the bat,
Yeah, you got to hit them what they
Yeah.
came to see.
exactly.
Yeah,
But
that's
I feel like a
interesting.
lot of comics have to deal with that. Obviously,
Oh,
you
yeah.
you had to establish yourself for a while. But like Homeboy, who we've had on the show, he's a great dude. He was on Anchorman.
Keckner?
Keckner. He's
Yeah.
amazing. We're at the Laugh Factory together.
Yeah.
And he was saying, like, dude, when I do things, I have to do, like, people yell, Anchorman. He has to go, whammy. Like, he has to
and
do
then,
certain
and
shit.
then, and then they all cheer, and then he
Yeah.
goes, okay, now let's tell jokes.
Like Dave Chappelle for a long time, and this is obviously a different word, but just kind of making comparison here. Dave Chappelle was saying for a long time when his show got so big, and I'm Rick James, bitch. He said be in the middle of the act, but people were like, Rick James, and he'd be like, dude, he literally would stop shows. I'm like, you got to stop, man.
Yeah.
like this isn't the
Let me
fucking
tell the
Comedy
joke.
Central.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Well, I'll get there.
Yeah.
you got to let
I'm
me
Rick
get through
James,
this, man.
bitch.
Yeah, exactly. And
He did
that's
it nonstop.
And that's what my act started off as being. But now I love the point where I am because I had 2 Showtime specials, and now people are kind of familiar with me. So they're
saw
like,
both.
oh, cool. And so like, oh, we know that part of you. We know that. So now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going into a ton of different stuff, relationships, race. I rant about therapy dogs for about a half an hour because I hate these fucking things. So yeah, like that's what I'm talking about now. That has nothing to do with me being a dwarf, and it feels very freeing to not have to do. I mean, I still, as I tell people, I'll never not tell dwarf jokes because that's just the only perspective I ever had.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how to write jokes from the perspective of a 6'2" guy.
Sure.
So it'll always have that viewpoint from it.
In
but-
what sense? Like what?
Well, like-
so what are the? I think most people are creative are generally wrestling with the same question. So I'm always my central question has always been, what is a man?
Yeah.
What is masculinity? I've
Sure.
always been obsessed with that notion.
Yeah. So and so like that's your sort of glass
Yeah.
that's the filter that all your jokes go
What's
through.
courage? What's fear? you
Yeah.
know.
So when I like for instance, like I'm currently engaged and my fiance is tall. So when I had to meet her mom is now seeing this sort of for the first time and seeing the dwarfism thing, and she's tall, her family's tall. This was not in the cards. Her daughter was never going to marry a freaking dwarf. That's not what she dreamt of. So now it's like, okay, well now I have to tell jokes. A lot of people have gone through that scenario where they meet the parents, but then I have this little extra thing.
Yeah,
that's
little curveball.
Yeah, that's tied into it.
Which
So
people can relate to because it's awkward
Yeah.
to meet someone's parents and then
Yeah.
you never know how it's going to go. And they don't always like you. And obviously, in your case, you have even a bigger hurdle to jump over.
yeah,
It's the elephant in the room.
yeah, it really is.
How tall's your fiance?
She's 5'7". You would love her, Brandon, because she's actually 4th degree in Taekwondo, 2nd degree in Hapkido, and recently got a black belt.
That's what he's
in,
really. Brendan.
I'll send her my number.
in,
Brendan-
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah,
Damn,
Brendan is
yeah.
very,
Badass.
very attracted to. The first thing he asks a woman is, well, how
What belt are you?
efficient she
What
is.
belt are you?
He loves talking to fighting.
Now, did she? And I'm not trying to offend
Yeah.
you. Has she dated a small person before?
No.
Was it like a fetish thing for her? Any
No,
of that?
yeah, she didn't have like
Did you
a-
guys? We like at some weird like rave party. She's like, ooh,
man.
what do we got here? What?
I don't
And then they
think
hit
so.
it off.
I don't know.
Maybe she was into that kind of thing.
He's short, but he's got a dick on him.
I know. That's
Oh,
why
yeah,
she
but she didn't
fucking
know
locked
that.
him up.
She didn't know that.
But
Yeah.
she locked him up after she saw that fucking banana peel hang
so-
between those legs.
Oh, that must have been I got to hear about the first. I mean, I don't want to get too personal. But
No, it's fine.
let's do how you guys met and then
Okay.
get into that
Yeah,
for
yeah.
All right.
sure.
Well, first of all,
I'm all about this.
the story about how we met is absolutely insane. In that, for a brief time, I was doing a radio show up in San Francisco. The show is still going on. I'm just not a part of it. It's Kevin Kline Live. I left to keep doing stand up. It's a great show. Listen to it in the Bay Area. Live 105. I was on that show and I did a bit called Tinder or Grinder, where I was new to San Francisco. I didn't know anybody. So every week I would flip a coin, and based on what the coin landed on, I would go on a Tinder date or a Grinder date.
You go on a grinder date?
Hell yeah. I went out with one dude. Do
swing both ways?
No, I don't.
Okay, just for the bit.
Yes.
Word.
And I told the guy like before, like this is just for radio bit, but I am going to talk about the date. And he was a large redheaded gay man who referred to himself as Ginger Bear. And
Ginger bear.
Oh,
Wow.
shout out to Cinnamon Bear.
And had a thing for little people.
kinda, yeah.
there you go.
He wanted the experience of it. I told him, like, just so you know, like, nothing's gonna happen, but
I'm not sucking your dick tonight.
Yeah, but I'm new to the city, so
Sure.
let's go. Let's take me somewhere. Let's
Yeah.
see some stuff. So we do that bit for a couple weeks, and then a listener calls in and says, "Well, you got to check out this other app called Threender. Threender is Tinder for threesomes.
What?
That is something that exists."
I'm sorry. How do you spell that?
How do you spell that?
They got sued by Tinder, so now they're called Field, F-E-E-L-D.
Excuse me. Where the fuck was I?
You're still here, bro.
I mean, I mean, what? I didn't have any of this when I was
Hey, look at
single.
me.
Talk to the wifey.
Hey, look at me. It's not too late.
Man,
Carry on, Brad.
Yeah, so I go on this app that now is called Field, and the first match I get is now you can match with other singles and then form your own threesome, or you can go on as a couple and say like, hey, we're looking for one more, and then have one join, or you can join couples. Brilliant. So, and it's the same thing as Tinder. You're just swipe left, swipe right.
Brilliant.
Same thing.
Amazing.
So I match up with this beautiful Chinese woman, and we're like, all right, let's go on the date. Let's see if we match, and then if we match, then we'll look for a third.
Whoa.
So we go out on a first date thinking like, okay, let's just find out that we're not psycho, and then we'll go fuck. Like
Yeah.
that's literally our mindset. And in the,
By the way, already I'm so excited about this story. Keep going.
yes,
I'm so in.
and in the middle of the first date, I just kind of like we started talking, and I heard about her life, and she started telling me about her life in martial arts, and that she also works with autistic kids.
She had her
And-
shit together.
Yeah,
Whiz.
and like
She's just looking for a
I
gang
like
bang.
her.
yeah, she's the best.
Hold on. I don't need you peppering in with your fucking pornographic goat-like
I'm sorry,
comments.
bro.
All right? I
I'm
need
so
you to
into this.
listen.
I
Yeah.
know, I'm
I
trying.
don't want you to go gangbang and throw in a bunch of shit.
Well, no, it's adding
This is a
flavor.
romantic fucking
All right,
story,
sorry.
and he's got to throw this
Oh,
shit
this
in.
is wifey. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
it's wifey.
Will
They-
be. Yeah,
God damn it.
Sorry.
Will be as of a second.
keep going, Brad.
So then on the first date, I stop her and go like, all right, we met on a threesome app. Yes, this is true, but I'm kind of mad right now. She goes, why are you upset? And I go, because I like you. Like, you're a cool person, and I don't want this. And I said this on the first date. I'm like, I don't want this to be just a, like, fuck him and chuck him. Like, I don't want it to be that.
Damn,
Like,
fuck him and chuck him.
I want to hang out with you. Like,
Yeah.
I want this to be a thing. And she was like, yeah, I wasn't going to say anything, but I kind of like you too. Like,
Damn.
and
Oh, man.
I asked, I was like, is this a fetish for you? Because not that I mind. I hate people that try to guilt me into that. Like, oh, she's only having, and this would happen in the past. Like, oh, that girl just fucked you because she has a fetish. I'm like, yeah, I still had the orgasm.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, everyone's
Yeah.
happy.
Oh,
Yeah.
you,
As long as you don't put on a
Did
costume.
you use me for your sexual pleasure? Oh, I'm so broken up. Yeah.
yeah, don't care.
Fuck off.
But yeah, I just want to make sure she wasn't like a fighter pilot, and after we slept together, she was gonna like take out a Smurf stamp and like put it on the side, like boom, got another one. But
and then kill you.
Yeah, but she's like, no, I've never dated a little person before, but you're a good deal, and let's continue to do this. So we did. We just started dating in the serious form. I left the radio show. I moved down to Los Angeles. We continued for long distance for about 2 months until I'm like, well, let's move you down here. She moved down here, moved in with me.
And she hadn't even seen your stand-up yet.
She saw it up in San Francisco.
Right,
She
okay.
saw a bit up
Ain't
there.
that the
I'm
best?
sorry. This is going to
Yes.
bother me. Now, did you guys do the threesome on that first date, or did you kind of...
Good question, Brendan Schaub.
Did you
Brendan
just
Schaub,
did you
good
get
question,
calamari
fair
in
question.
in a
There-
wifey?
Fair question.
On the first date, no. But after 6 months of dating, because that was always on the table, because it was
Yeah.
like, hey, we met on a threesome
met,
app,
sure.
so you like girls.
You're
I
both
know you
into
like
it.
girls. I like girls. We have that in common.
Oh.
And after 6 months, we met a lovely young woman that was that knew I have known for a while.
Yes.
And she was game. She had wanted to sleep with me for a bit, but she was worried I was going to fall in love. This is a very attractive woman who may be an adult star. So once she found out that I was in a committed relationship, but she was down, she's like, yes, I totally want to be your third. This will be awesome. And we did it, and it was great.
I am such a fan of your wife, so your girls.
Oh, she is.
How long have you guys been dating?
2.5 years.
And now, and
And we've had multiple threesomes. Since.
Well, here's the big question.
Yeah.
Here's the other elefante in the room. Does she ever invite other guys?
No.
It's only
always
girls.
Strictly women.
You are getting your cake and eating it too,
Yeah.
aren't you, sir?
And I've told her, I've said, hey, you like girls. If I'm on the road and you meet a girl, fine.
Yeah.
What about a guy?
No guys. No guys.
No guys,
No cock,
but like,
no dick.
Yeah.
And don't go like this with your hand. Hey,
it's
sir,
like-
don't go. Don't
How-
go.
is
Don't
that-
do. Brennan just turned his hand up to the ceiling.
Oh,
Like
yes.
what? Why not?
No, it's like,
Why?
There's a
well,
big
you
difference.
guys.
It's just another
Nah.
man plowing your girl. What's
Hey,
wrong?
hey,
well, it's great for you two, but what
Yeah.
about the
Hey, bro.
lady?
Hey, you want to take your liberal equality bullshit and get it out of here right now, all right? Because
I'm going to do this then
Yeah.
all night.
And I've asked her that because I said, like, is that something that you would want? Would you want another dude? And she's like, not really. Like, she's with girls, she's a little more liberal because she knows it's not going to be a thing. But for guys, she's very picky.
my girlfriend, my wife, could have and my girlfriend could
Sure.
have a.
Like that fucking soccer player. Did you see that clip?
No.
Oh, there's a clip of a soccer player in his post-game speech. He thanks both his wife and his girlfriend
That's gangster
separately.
shit.
Epic.
Gangster
But then
shit.
he catches himself and he's like, "Oh shit!" Like,
That's gangster.
My God.
It was so
If
awesome.
my wife was having an affair with a woman,
Yeah.
I wouldn't blink an eye. I'd be
No.
like, it doesn't make me jealous. I'd be like,
No.
all right, what? All right, gag, all right. Can
some
I get
photos.
involved? And she'd
Yeah.
be like, no. And I'd be like, fuck
okay,
off.
so that's your
but
Saturday night.
It doesn't make me jealous.
No, not at all.
don't
Yeah,
care.
it doesn't make me jealous.
It doesn't, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I
what do you
also
guys-
don't care.
What are you guys petting? Muff
Yeah, what
bumping?
do you guys fucking scissoring? I think that's what they call
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah,
Scissoring and making out.
Scissor each other.
I'll be in the corner jacking off in a crouch,
yeah. Pretty much.
crying.
So yes, that is our deal.
Have you guys done any? Because obviously, you guys, as the kids like say, you some freaks. If
Yeah.
you met on a trifecta
Sure.
dating site, you guys are probably into other stuff, right?
we don't want to out your wife, to your girl, too
Kinda.
much.
no,
Let's
it's
not-
not.
yeah.
Oh, well, his
Let's
wife's
not- let's not
Instagram
out-
is at fucking
Right.
threesomes McGee, San Francisco. The fuck you talking about?
Threesomes McGee.
Yeah.
No, the best part is she's actually not even on social media. She hates it. That's
good.
So like
Brilliant.
she's hit, and that's good for me because I don't even like putting up photos of her like on my Instagram because if people insult me on my Instagram or if they troll me or on my Twitter or whatever, that's fine. I can take it. I'm a comic.
Sure.
We're used to rejection. If I ever put up a picture of her,
Yeah.
and someone said something, I'd be like, oh, so now I have to kill you.
I know.
Yes.
She would because she's the black belt.
It's
but
way more personal.
Yeah,
I
that-
agree.
Do you
Yeah.
get trolled?
Not really. I haven't gotten to that level of fame yet. Like the people that follow me are just my fans.
Yeah.
Every now and then someone will say something, but I don't even have to do anything. Like my fans take over and they fight
That's
the battle
the best
for me.
when
I'm
the
like,
fans just
awesome.
they roast him so bad, and then the guy's like, "Sorry."
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I mean, he's cool. Like, I really like his stuff. Fun size was
Yeah.
awesome. I totally listened to the About Last Night podcast. So yeah, that's it's great that way. And yeah, and she's not really on the social media scene. But to answer your question, if we're into some freaky stuff, those like have you ever seen the movie Eyes Wide Shut?
Sure.
Those
Masquerade parties and stuff.
those
Yeah.
parties exist.
Been to one.
In
yeah.
LA?
So have I.
Oh, boy.
Pretty awesome.
Really, you like those?
Yeah, I love them. I've been to two, and they're just unbelievable.
What kind of experience was yours? Was it? Did you have to dress up and get
Yep.
the masquerade, like the
Yeah.
little white mask?
Yeah, although it's weird for me because as a dwarf, it's not
Why'd
like
you
I
say
can really
little white?
hide.
Why'd you say little white mask? Because
All
his
of them
head,
are small.
His head is every bit as big.
No,
as
I'm not
mine.
saying him. I'm saying everyone. You would have a little.
Giant.
They're not a big.
No, you
mask.
have those
I'm saying
little- you mean the
little.
eyes that cover the
they
eyes.
cover
Yeah,
the
yeah,
eyes.
yeah.
That's right.
It's not like everyone has these big
I'm
masks.
just trying to
on.
create controversy.
Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah, like we've
Like they
gone-
don't sound
we've had
fun
that.
to me because when you walk in there, isn't your girl free game? Like they'd be like, "Oh, hey, Daryl loves."
They
your
know
girl."
who you are, by
Like
the
who
way.
the fuck's Daryl? Daryl is eyeing your girl. I'm like, well, no.
Yeah.
Like, no, you came in here.
Here's
Daryl's gonna
what
run a
I've-
train on your girl with his homie Tyrone.
Here's what I've discovered about parties like that, or even if you go to like a topless pool in Vegas. What I've discovered is men in those scenarios are way more well behaved than they are if they go to a regular party or a regular pool because they're so excited to be there that they never want to fuck it
They
up.
don't want to fuck it up.
Yeah,
and kicked
that's-
out.
they don't wanna be
So
kicked
they're on their.
And they're courteous. They're cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And yes, we
Chester shave. They smell like coconut oil. I know all about it.
But so in those parties, is it like a bunch of rooms, or is there like
Yeah, a bunch of
bean
rooms.
bags and people are fucking on the bean
Both.
bags?
Both.
So
yeah,
you'll just and there's hors d'oeuvres and food.
there's hors d'oeuvres and free drinks.
I don't like mixing that. So I
I don't
You
want
like
any
mixing
food.
food and drink?
Well, no, I don't want to
Not when
have
there's
some
jizz
fucking
and weird
yeah.
shit
I don't want to have a nice fucking spicy
one's-
tuna roll, and meanwhile your wife's getting fucking bent over. You know, I don't
Well, I
wanna do
mean,
that.
you're not. You know, it's not the jizz on a cracker game. Like
it's
that's not
like,
happening.
whoops.
Yeah, that's not
I
happening.
know. I'm just trying to eat.
I went to a place. I'm gonna try to remember the name of it because it was a famous place in New York City, and I was dating this girl. She called herself Sunshine. When I say dating, I went on a date with her. She was, believe it or not, this is gonna sound crazy, a stripper. Now this was back when I know, and she had a tramp stamp. Mm-hmm. And this was back. This is how old I am. That was when I was like, "That's fucking." I've never.
That's
seen
when it was cool.
Swear to God, I go. I've never seen a tattoo on a girl's back like that. And I was looking at it, and she had this half thing, and I was like, "Damn!" She had a skirt and a hat. She was so hot. Anyway, she takes me to a place called, I think it was called Fire and Ice. I'm probably wrong, but it was a basement right on 14th and 9th Avenue. And you go down there, and I walk in, and it was technically a sex den, but no, it was an S&M den.
Okay.
Is that with like all the things hanging?
Yes. So
Yeah,
there's a girl,
and
and
the
the girl was in a
stocks
sex
and-
swing. She was getting spanked.
I'm out.
And a guy who's got his hair, he looks like he just woke up. He's this little like dude, and he looks at the girl I'm with, and he
What do you
goes,
mean, little
"Excuse me."
dude?
No, he's.
He
fuck
did
do
it
you
back
mean,
to you.
motherfucker?
What do you mean, little
What the
dude?
fuck? What do you mean, you people?
Hey man, he's like 5'5", and
So that's little to you?
Oh, okay.
5'5" is fucking huge.
He was-
cocksucker.
5'5's Andre the Giant.
Yeah.
Yeah. You fuck.
I would do horrible things
You know
behind a dumpster to be 5'5".
Yeah, you know what he would do to be 5'5"? You inconsiderate fuck.
He was mid-sized. He was mid-sized.
Oh, what the fuck does that mean?
So we walk down there. I can't believe I never tell you the story. We walk down there, and he goes, "Excuse me, ma'am." Really polite. He goes, "Excuse me, ma'am."
His ears all fucked up.
Yep, he's got this hair. And he goes, "Excuse me, ma'am." He's got this really apologetic look on his face. And he's standing with his arms by his side. And he goes, "Excuse me, ma'am. Would you spit in my face, please?" And she goes, "Not right now, honey, but that's cool." And she was like a pro down there.
She was dead serious.
Yeah. So we're walking there. And then this other woman is sitting there, and she's lounged out, and she hasn't been missing any meals. And she's half naked, and she goes, "That bitch better stop staring at me." And she's talking to my girl.
She's talking about
So I'm
Sunshine.
like, by the way, I'm young and I'm nervous. And,
Right.
and,
You got a boner too, I'm assuming.
not yet, because I was worried about. I could be completely honest. It was during the AIDS epidemic, before there were any kind of like the protease inhibitors.
damn.
So I was nervous, and you see like real.
I
skinny
forget you're
dudes.
old, Brian.
I'm
Yeah,
old.
you forget. He was when
50.
AIDS was like legit. You
Yes.
get it, you
Yeah.
fuck.
I saw
Yeah.
my neighbors die. I saw my neighbor die. So it was pretty
AIDS?
tough. Yeah, I saw some terrible
God
things.
damn.
AIDS is a terrible disease,
Yeah.
a really awful disease. You died very, very slowly and very painfully.
Breaking news from Brian Callen.
Yeah,
AIDS is
it was
bad.
an awful,
AIDS,
awful
you do not
thing.
want AIDS. Oh,
Yes.
thank God you said
I worked
that.
in a restaurant where I saw it all the time. Anyway, but and so I was very nervous about sort of. You were always nervous about getting a cut. There was all
Yeah.
kinds of paranoia because we didn't know as much as we do
Sure.
now.
Yeah.
So you show up to the sex party.
So I'm
like
at
a
this
maverick.
essentially a sex party where a woman's now being spanked with these paddles, but it's kind of lame. And all of a sudden, they're looking at my girl like, holy fucking shit. And she knows a guy named Josh. And Josh, and I ain't kidding, his pants are down to his knees. He's
Josh
got
is
a
looking for a
boner.
suck in a
He's got a
meatball
boner.
sandwich.
He's got a boner. And he's just walking around, and he goes, "Hey, I'm Josh." And he shakes my hand. And I go,
With the boner?
I swear to God. And I go,
You only do dap.
and I go, well, I didn't even know that. So I go, "Hey," and he shook my hand hard, macho, polite, talking to me.
Oh,
and
Josh
her.
is game.
And then I see a guy who is he looked like couldn't have been more athletic looking, a brother, a black gentleman, couldn't have been more athletic looking, with sweats, again, down to his knees, with a dick that would be more at home.
Looks like this mic.
Would have been
His
more
dick
at
was this
home
mic?
on a fucking mule, and it had a bend to it, a beautiful bend.
And they're all looking to fuck.
This guy could fuck around a corner. He had a bend.
He had that boomerang dick.
And he was, and I swear to God. So all of a sudden, this girl
your
starts
girl's-
getting this girl in the
fat chick?
in the fucking swing. They
Okay.
put her up against the wall, and she's naked. Now she's completely naked.
yeah.
Oh,
And
she's
dude,
like-
and
we
something's
call
gonna
that
happen.
we call that chum.
Something's
we call
gonna
that chum
happen.
in the
Yeah,
water.
I think she's gonna get fucked.
Yeah.
What I don't know.
I'm so into that.
What I don't know is that you're not really allowed to there's no penetration per se, but it's dark corners.
bullshit
and shit.
party is this?
Right. Well, it's because it's a public. It's kind
Same
of like
part.
a bar.
Your party's
it's a
no
bar.
penetration.
No.
Yeah,
No, this is different.
you're
dude.
at this fucking.
This ain't a hotel suite or this ain't a house. So this is kind of all sadomasochism, but it's kind of for show. There's a show about to go on. I swear to God, the jacking off. I start looking and about
Guys
six
are-
dudes are just yanking,
Oh, man.
yanking
I'm out.
away.
I don't wanna be
And-
part
and
of
it's
this.
all dudes.
It's a
and
jack-off club.
This dude,
You're in a jack-off club.
I'm in a jack off club, and the giant black gentleman who's
He's
yanking
about
it to the
bust.
side. That
hose is gonna. bust.
He's jacking like that, and I never forgot it. The guy, I never told you the story.
Nope.
And the guy, a kind of rough-looking dude,
Oh,
Italian
no.
guy,
Got on his
who's
knees.
sitting with the girl who had been aggressive to my
Right.
girl, said that bitch
Chubby
better
girl.
stop looking at me.
Yep.
He turns and goes,
We better
he
get
turns,
the fuck
I
out
swear
of-
to God, he goes,
he's about to
he goes,
bust.
he goes, nope. He goes, you hit me with any of that shit, I'm gonna beat your ass, motherfucker. And the guy goes, I'm not gonna hit you with that shit, and don't call me a motherfucker. And they start arguing, but he keeps jerking off.
What the
And
professional?
dude, I said to Sunshine, I go, let's get the fuck out of here right now. I'm getting out of
Dude,
here.
you're lucky they didn't
and
run.
she goes, it sucks tonight. Yeah, and we just took off.
tonight.
And then I had sex with her, and she broke out some handcuffs, wanted me to cuff her. And they were like pink.
waste of time.
fur
And she probably
cuffs. I'm
bust
like,
at him.
all right, yeah, I'll cuff you.
I understand why you wanted to leave. You didn't want to get caught in that crossfire.
I just want to have sex.
That
When
sounds-
you're young, you
that
want to have
sounds
sex.
like-
You'll go anywhere with a girl to
Yeah.
have sex with her.
Not a fucking jack off party in New York
It was
City
a
where
jack
everyone
off
gets
party.
AIDS.
Yeah, fire
I'll
and
probably
ice or
pass
something.
on that.
Yeah.
See, I went to one by accident, not to these parties. Now I
totally
think-
by accident.
No,
You
I swear to God.
stumbled in.
No, I swear to God.
What?
No, I swear to God. I mean, I have no
thought
reason.
this was the transcendental meditation room.
No, we're all a bunch of freaks here. But no, I swear to God, I accidentally went and it said I forget what the sign was, and I was with my brother and Klopp, and I'm like, shit, I like to fuck. I was young. I'm like, I'm trying to fuck. I go down there.
Shit, I like
dude,
to fuck.
it was probably 15-1 guys to girls.
Oh.
Sausage.
And all the girls were just like, just very unhealthy.
Yeah.
Like it's just so that's my experience with it.
No.
The one time it was just like all these dudes looking to bust a nut. 3 like poor girls, just like God damn.
Yeah, just-
Brad probably.
That's not your party,
You're
though.
Brad. You're
No.
keyed into the real underground, right?
This is the ones that I go to are in a mansion in Beverly Hills. The ratio is 3-to-1 girls to guys.
Okay, what are we
and they're
doing?
all approved. Like they have to get approved to go there.
How do I get approved? I gotta send a dick pic or something.
You just you have to like guys can be approved if they just have money. Women have to go through a vetting process.
Looks like you know what we're doing next weekend.
Yeah,
There goes my house. There goes my family. Visitation rights with my
There goes
kids.
my baby. See ya. Oh, just bought a house. Not anymore.
God, I can just imagine getting caught and then my wife going, "See you later." And now I see my kids half the time because I want to get my rocks off.
What if you
God
what if
damn
you
it.
brought your wife there? And we're like, what what is going on here? I guess we'll check it out.
Whoops!
Yeah,
I thought this was Frank Grillo's party.
that's
Me
right.
too.
thought we were going to sushi. No,
Better
No.
put this mask on, honey.
Oh, put this on. Let's,
Are these your tits?
yeah.
the weird part about these parties is you could put a mask on me, shit. You could put a barrel on me. People gonna still know who I am.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
only one fucking 4'4" funny guy walking around. So
True.
Celebrity.
yeah, so like, and we go to this thing, and we recognize friends of ours that we had no idea were into this thing,
great.
and we just kind of walked up like, hey.
What's up?
Oh, so you guys, and then I saw a bunch of people having sex with my friend's girlfriend, and that's kind of interesting.
God, I don't know if I want that.
And we still hang out together, but we never talk about it.
Nope.
Oh, you bring up like nothing happened.
It's a little bit. It's a little bit like
what are you
going-
gonna say?
Yeah.
Like, oh my Janine, how about last night?
Yeah.
God, David and Ryan were just relentless on your face. Like, what do you say?
Yeah, there's no
on
real
your face.
conversation.
You want some more iced tea? Like, what do you do?
Yeah.
There's
yeah.
a whole underground. There's a whole.
There's a
fucking
whole
underground.
scene that
Because people are freaks and it's
yeah.
suppressed. Like people, they especially guys. I'd say girls too, but it's so suppressed. Like no one wants to talk about it.
right,
Yeah.
and
It's like taboo.
Yeah, and there was a few people there that you would know who they are.
Oh, yeah.
and it was you go, wow. If people knew that you did this based on what you're working on right now, your career might be over.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, and
Well, that's why discretion and
Oh,
you know all
it's-
Because
that
the
stuff.
public's not ready for it.
yeah.
I think everybody's a pervert. Nobody wants to admit it, right? Or most people do things. If porn isn't a multi-billion-dollar industry,
Yeah, 'cause
because
two
nobody's
people.
because nobody's jerking off, you know.
Right, and that's why that episode of South Park was so brilliant, where they're just like, we have access now to everyone's search histories, and everyone goes insane because you realize, like, we're all like,
We're all a little weird.
If you go through anyone's search history, you can find the nicest, cleanest person, and they're still gonna have one night where they were thinking really weird thoughts.
Dude, my wife, when my daughter was 1, I'm doing Warrior, and I'm in Pittsburgh.
which is one of my favorite movies, by the way.
Thank you, sir.
I know I've told you that before, but
movie.
that movie that's in my top 10.
It's a great
Holy
movie.
We talked about
shit.
the Comedy Store. I've never seen it.
Great fucking movie.
It's a
haven't
great
seen it.
movie, yeah.
Great fucking movie.
And-
Shout out to Kurt Angle.
Yep, Kurt Angle, man, All American.
Fucking A.
Gold medals in the Olympics.
Yeah.
and we were we had a 17-year-old babysitter come to watch our little daughter.
Yeah.
Because we were going to go out to dinner, and my wife at the time wanted to show her where we were on MapQuest on her computer, and she opened the computer, and what Pervo Daddy, with, mind you, of like
Scat videos.
Yeah. I'm going to ask you not to finish my sentence. I'm going to ask
I feel like we've been doing this
I'm
long
gonna
enough.
ask you to stop bubbling up with terrible, terrible comments because you bubble up sometimes.
Bubbling up.
Yeah, I'm going to bust if you keep bubbling up. And that's not what I was going to
What
say.
was it?
But I had been watching a little porn by accident. I stumbled upon it.
Oh,
I
sure, the
was
same
like,
way he stumbled in the
"Whoops."
sex club.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whoops.
this?
And all that came up. I fell asleep. I was like, fuck it. I'm lazy.
Yeah.
I just folded the computer. I ain't closing my windows.
That was your
Fuck it.
problem. You folded
Kadoosh,
it.
kadoosh, kadoosh. My
pop-ups.
wife
There's
was
pop-ups,
She was
cookies.
so mad at me and embarrassed. She was so mad at me. She goes, "Oh my god!" And and I was embarrassed because the girl was like 17. I was
Like she's
you
never
want to talk
seen
about
it.
yeah, but you want to talk about a feeling like an older dirtbag. I was just this
Yeah.
dad, this old
Jacking
dad, this
off.
42-year-old dad.
Like 5 minutes of free time jacking off.
She
in the
was
corner.
mortified. My wife was mortified.
Sure, like technically what you did theoretically could be a crime.
Yeah.
Like since she was underage.
And you know,
Yeah, it's
I
definitely
made up a
awkward.
lame lie. I go, oh God, all my fighter friends were in here looking up this girl that one of them dates. I made that. I go, that's not me.
No one
One of
bothered.
my friends, with the guy, you know, the guy, the fighter, he's dating that porn girl. Those idiots brought her
props
up.
for the lie.
Yeah.
Not true, but props
true.
for the lie.
Creative.
True.
Yeah.
Creative.
It's in the realm of possibility.
I got a buddy. Speaking of, back to your point of meeting your girl's parents.
Oh.
I won't say his name, but he was dating this girl. They met via social media, and I was like, God, I just get a weird vibe from her, man. And she was a real haw, as we call her. And he was like, I like her, man. They lived together, and he was living in another state, and then he was coming back here. She was supposed to come with him, but they were separated for like 4 or 5 days. And on his laptop, you know, how you can get iMessage, she was just sending the most, like, I'd be at his house and these pictures would pop up, and it's your girlfriend, like, you
Yeah.
can relax. But it was the
Right.
most vulgar shit. Just bananas in the ass, avocados. She was literally just grabbing out the
grabbing
fridge, like,
produce.
just whatever, milk and fucking,
Holy-
just the most vulgar shit you've ever seen. Nuts everywhere,
Yeah, that's
like
not,
almonds.
I'm not into
I'm not
that.
into
Like,
that.
Hey,
I told my buddy, I'm like, you got a freak on your hands. He's like, yeah, I know. Like, he loved it, right? Mm-hmm. Leaves the laptop open. His parents come
God
over,
damn it.
and his dad goes,
no.
"Oh, I'm gonna check movie times." And the whole it's the mom, the dad, the grandma, and grandpa. I'm gonna check movie times. Well, he's going to pick her up from the airport. He's not there. He's going to the airport to pick her up.
Oh, he's
She's getting there
gone.
like,
He's not even there to do the. I'll do it.
That's a
Like,
disaster.
nothing. They go, "What's this?" Whoops.
Oh.
Shit.
They walk in. It's just, you know, how can you hide that, man?
You
And
can't.
then finally, they took me aside, like, "Excuse me, sir. Like, we saw. This isn't a nice
That's
lady."
so
Yeah,
bad.
Oh, my
game
God.
over,
That's
man.
so bad.
So funny though.
I mean, it's hilarious.
It's hilarious.
But it's that thing where, like you say, everyone's got that. Like everyone's got that little freak in them somewhere. Like
Yeah.
you've got it. So I wish we lived in a time where we could just let it all out and be like, okay, this is what I do. It's
Yeah.
cool. And I sort of subscribe to the Jim Norton rule where it's like I'm gonna put all my freak out there. So then when someone sees it, they don't try to like
Have you ever had a date
Loaded
where a
like
girl
that.
wanted to do something weird with you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's... All right, here's the thing. On average, if you're an average-sized woman, a tall woman, and you've made the decision to fuck a midget, you don't want missionary with eye contact. You want some
something.
stuff.
You want weird shit.
You
What do
want
you mean
some weird
stuff?
You want some weird shit.
Yep.
I've been propositioned to do like that adult baby thing where someone comes up to you and says, "Hey, hop in the diaper." I'm like, "You're hot, not that hot. Not gonna do that."
She wanted you to be her baby.
Yeah,
How fucking weird is that?
yeah, and
Sexuality is fucking complicated,
yeah,
man.
there was that. There was the dude that came up to me and said, I want to watch you fuck my wife."
Did you do that?
I mean, I did that obviously, but
Good
then
man. I was gonna say
that was
Come
weird.
on, Brad, step up.
Yeah,
How long were you single for before you met wifey?
I was in and out of relationships, but I'm 33 now. I met her when I was 31. So yeah, road comic. Brian will tell you, you're a road comic. Some stuff happens.
Some shit happens.
Shit happens on the road.
Shit
Some
happens.
shady, crazy stuff happens.
It's
where
true.
at the time you're like, wow, this is weird. But then of
And
course,
you'll find yourself getting at parties like I'm in Seattle, and
Yeah.
I'm at an age where it's like people are all 48, 50, and it's a beautiful house in Seattle. Like, I mean, on the lake, it probably cost like $5 million.
Mm-hmm.
When I tell you that everybody was doing blow, like, I mean, crazy lines. I was like,
They like to
"Hey,
party.
man, does somebody have to wake up in the morning? I'm a comic and I'm not doing blow. Like,
Right.
What the fuck is this?
What are your jobs?
I mean, jittering, just railing, and then just kind of dancing in place. And I was like, "Get me the fuck out of the body
Yeah.
snatchers
It's
down."
weird.
You get sucked into some weird shit. People will bring you someplace.
I feel like in Hollywood, there's more drugs here than anywhere.
I don't know about that. I think
go to
people in Hollywood
Miami.
are too busy.
yeah, I mean, it's
Canada,
I don't know.
Edmonton?
There's some
Never been.
There's some like find some people where that they're a little bored. They have money and they're bored.
and long
nothing to
winters,
do.
long winters and gray skies. Edmonton-
Minnesota, you'll see some
Oh
shit.
yeah, Minnesota. Fucking, you're right. Minnesota.
Yeah.
Edmonton. Have you done the comic strip?
I
we gotta
have.
bring Fighter and the Kid to Edmonton first of all. Some
in
of
a
the best
mall.
crowds on the planet.
If we don't go to Canada soon, I'm going to punch you. And Justin, I know you fucking listen to the show. Justin Edbrook. If you
go.
don't book Canada,
We gotta book
I will
Canada.
drive. I have a meeting with him on Friday. I'm going to drive to CA
Edmonton.
and sock you in the fucking face.
we need
Love it.
we need Edmonton. Edmonton is a short flight.
I'll go anywhere in Canada.
It's beast
Went to
flight.
Vancouver, sold out.
Oh,
Yeah.
Calgary, Edmonton, Winnipeg.
Fuck you.
You got no idea.
Toronto?
Our
all
hearts are
great.
going to stop from all the blow we do. I mean,
Hey, man.
I didn't mean it
Hey,
that way.
bro.
I didn't mean that.
I'm not about that life.
That's not what I meant. Yeah, that place is crazy.
Yeah, you get a little bit of money and a little bit of bad weather, and then just
Nothing else to do, I guess.
sky's the limit, I
It's
guess.
crazy.
Yeah, and it's weird thinking like this is the woman I'm gonna marry, like that we met that way, but then. Like I said, she works with autistic kids. She's a great
Good
cook.
person.
Parents love her. Like, she's a wonderful person.
Sounds
A
perfect.
perfect person.
Sounds
This is
amazing.
just the one little
Did
thing
that-
freak that we got going on.
But it's not freak, Brad, because you're talented, you're fun to be around, intelligent. You're not, it's also like, okay, you're a unique guy, and that's attractive to women. You make your living off your imagination. I mean, come on.
Chicks dig
And
that.
by the way, you're not getting less famous. You're only getting better at what you do.
This is it's a good time. Like the same way like I can't hide in one of these parties. Like when I'm as my popularity is slowly rising, I can't hide because I'm out in the airports and everyone I hear from across the airport, Brad Williams. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh fuck. Like,
Yeah.
It's a good problem to have.
Yeah, but actually I kind of like it because I'm at the perfect level of fame right now where when people recognize me, it's like the one person, and then like. It's like, okay, I can talk to you. This is fun. This is cool.
Yes.
And then one person sees them taking a picture and goes, "Oh my god, that's Wee Man from Jackass." And then my ego goes right back down. So that I can't tell you how many times that's happened.
Really?
Yeah, where like someone's taking a picture because they saw a special or they listened to the About Last Night podcast
And
or
they
whatever.
assume you're
Yeah, and they just go like, "Oh, like that's
Yeah.
Wee Man." So then they want the pictures that way.
Your partner on that podcast, which
Yeah.
I'm supposed to do it when? Next week?
Yeah, next week or the week after that.
I think so.
Yeah, because we want both you guys to come on separately because we want to know what do you like when the other's not around?
Yeah, we'll take that bitch over. You let both of us on
Nah,
mics,
big
we
problem.
take over.
Yeah.
Ask Jay and Dan at Fox. The show got canceled.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
It got canceled?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, no,
I like that
love
show, and I
those
like those guys. Those guys
I
are
don't know
great.
What the fuck they're doing there.
Yeah, but we are gonna have you on for sure. Adam Ray is my partner.
Dude, for whatever reason, I don't know why. I thought maybe Adam Ray didn't like me, and then when we did the show the other night, This Is Not Happening, he was awesome, man.
Yeah.
Adam's a
he's
good
I don't know why. I didn't think he didn't like me
dude.
for some reason.
Nah,
good
Adam's a
hang.
great guy.
Adam has the same kind of attitude that I have, where we're always doing things for the story, and like y'all, it's like that old movie, that shitty movie that was Jim Carrey was in it, where it's like say yes to everything.
Yeah.
Yes, man.
Yeah,
Good movie,
That's
sir.
pretty much just what we do. We just like there was one time we got courtside tickets to I got courtside tickets to the Laker game. I've never done that before. I'm like, you know what? This is on my entourage bucket list.
pretty cool.
Shit, I gotta do this. So we go, and I go like, yeah, do I want to take a dime piece who's gonna ask me questions about the game, or do I want to take my boy and we're gonna have fun? So I take Adam, and we're on our way to the Staples Center. He looks at me and says, all right, we have to have a conversation. First of all, kiss cam if we get on it. And I go, I'm game. So we got that just in case.
That's hilarious.
Just in
That's
case.
fantastic.
Kiss cam.
And then he goes, all right, like dance cam. I go, well, we both have to go all out. And I go, so we're all like on the same wavelength. We get to the game. And we're like, first of all, we sit down courtside, and someone comes up and says, "Hey, just so you know, it's free food Fridays." And we're like, "The fuck?" And they hand us this menu, and it's like, "Yeah, whatever you want, it's free."
Sick.
So we're
Free food Friday.
yeah. So now we're the LA douchebags that are eating sushi courtside at the Laker game.
Great.
But it was awesome. And then we see Chris Pratt is sitting courtside. We've both never met him. We both would like to meet him. Try to get him on the podcast. He's from Seattle.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, my partner Adam's from Seattle. He's
From Iowa,
all
isn't
right.
he? I think he's from Iowa.
No, he's from Seattle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Definitely from Seattle.
Yeah, so we're like, all right, we got to talk to him. We don't know how, but we just get up and we start walking towards him at halftime. Like, okay, let's just come up with a plan.
That was the best course of action, you think?
Yeah, just start walking towards him. As we start walking towards him, he leaves his seat to go to the special sort of courtside backstage bathroom area, whatever. So we go, well, we got to fucking follow him. So we just keep walking, and we go, and now he goes in the bathroom. We're like, do we follow him in the bathroom? And I look at Adam, I go, don't worry, I got this. So I go in the bathroom. I said I got this. I have no plan. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just like, all right, I'll figure it out. So I go to the bathroom. Pratt's at one urinal, and then you know that lower urinal.
Yeah.
I hate those.
That's always you hate them. That's my livelihood.
Yeah.
So,
great.
So
God bless.
I go there, and there's like 8 urinals. Pratt's at one. Only one of the urinals being taken up by this douchebag that's taking the fucking midget urinal, and he's not a midget. So that
Motherfucker.
Right?
I've done that though. You know
know.
why I do that? So the pee doesn't splash like so high up.
I get it. I totally get it.
Yeah.
Makes your dick feel bigger. I totally
All of it,
understand
all
that.
of it.
I avoid them at all costs.
Yeah. Dick is way big enough. It's
Yes.
like, right, exactly.
Yes, that water's cold.
Don't need to get any bigger.
Yeah.
So I stand behind this guy, and then I go, okay, here's sort of my shot. And I yell out, I go, oh, just your luck. You're at the midget urinal, and a midget shows up.
That's funny.
And the guy turns around, and Pratt, like, does a little spit take, starts laughing. And then I just kind of keep going. And then
You got him from there?
yeah.
Excellent. That's a good get.
And then we like
How you
talk.
doing, Brad Williams?
Yeah, how you doing, Brad Williams? And then we walk outside the bathroom. Adam Ray always has a piece of Seattle gear on him at all times. I don't think he can live without it. So he's wearing a Sonics jersey to the game. So he comes out. Pratt sees the Sonics jersey. He's like, "Oh, Sonics!" I go, "Yeah, that's my boy." So we start. We start talking. They start sharing Seattle stories. Blah blah blah. We toss fish, whatever the fuck they do there. And then so then we go back. We exchange numbers. We go back to the game. Then the dance cam starts happening, and then Adam looks at me like, "Dude, dance cam. We gotta fucking go." So I get up. I start jamming. Right. I'm just going full like MC Hammer type shit. You hear the arena as they slowly see me, because I'm courtside, so everyone can see me.
Yeah.
So there's a slow rumble starting to come over the entire arena. It's insane. And then they finally put me up on the fucking big board, and I'm jamming. I've gotten standing ovations, I've gotten crazy things, but this was the coolest moment of my life. To have like the Staples Center.
God
as soon as I go on, everyone's like,
that's good.
Staples Center's roaring.
That's pretty dope.
It's amazing. I start doing the worm. Adam,
Holy fuck.
Is Adam behind you just like,
Nobody gives a shit. Nobody gives a
oh.
shit about the normal heighted guy. Fuck off.
exactly. Adam's sitting behind me.
He ain't competing with
because
that.
like people have told him like, why don't you start dancing? He's like, there's a midget doing the worm.
You're
hard
not-
to beat.
You can't
Yeah.
upstage that.
You can't-
You look like a dick.
Right.
You,
What am I gonna
you
do?
can only set yourself on fire. That's the only way to compete with that.
I gotta ask this.
Yeah.
Were the Lakers playing the Seattle Supersonics?
No, because
Can't wear the jersey. That's
See,
the biggest no.
by the way,
that
I'm
is
with you.
such a fucking trigger for me. Like
I am with you.
I'll go to a Broncos game. It's
Yeah.
Broncos Raiders. The guy's in a San Francisco 49ers jersey.
I'm like, what?
the fuck you doing?
He's like, I like football. No, you root for one of these
What the
teams.
fuck are you doing? What the fuck
I'm
are you
totally
doing?
with you on that. By the
Go
way.
Seattle!
They're not here.
Hey, bro. Seahawks aren't fucking playing.
I'm watching this game, but my Sonics are somewhere else. And they're better.
Yeah.
How weird
Oklahoma
is
City.
that? Yeah, I'm gonna give him shit when we see it.
Do it,
That's
man.
a fucking trigger for me, man.
So yeah, after
pretty
that, after the game, which by the way, I made the actual Lakers broadcast. They like
Wow.
They showed you.
because I had friends on Twitter like send me pictures of their TVs like, dude, look at you.
That's sweet.
And like apparently the announcers were trying not to say something inappropriate like, oh, he's a good dancer.
Look at him
Look
go.
at that guy, like
Look at that little guy go.
Yeah. Oh shit! Like
Yeah.
you know they just want to say,
They played
"Holy
it
fuck,
so
it's a
safe.
midget dancing."
Yeah.
like that's what they want to say. Like I was like, "Oh, do we all get wishes now?" Like what the fuck?
In the
So-
back, the guy was just like waiting for them to censor this. Just fucking.
Do you ever have people come up to you and say, "Hey, bro, my brother's a little person"?
Oh, all the time.
I bet, right?
Yeah, or yeah,
Like they automatically are endeared to you.
Yeah, it's like-
hey, just so you know, I like you, and I know what it's like. It's my brother.
yeah. Oh, that happens, and I'm like, what? Yeah, they come up like, you know what? Just so you know, I got a friend. He's a little person. I'm like, do you think I'm gonna give you a password now? Like to the club?
Oh, what a relief! Thanks,
Like,
man.
Yeah, like the fucking midget.
I thought you were
town.
gonna bully me for God's sake.
Yeah, and you come
so
up like,
weird.
But
don't worry.
I think they do it because they don't know how to. Like they feel awkward, you know.
Yeah, like that's their icebreaker.
Well, one thing
My dad did. Sorry, I
Yeah,
don't
it's
mean to
good.
cut you off. My dad did this. We were at Boxenberg, and I took my dad to work out with me. There's this girl. I don't know what condition she has.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she's in her 20s, man, but she has something with her like knees are fucking bent in. She walks,
Okay.
you know, different.
Yeah.
She's handicapped. She trains with this trainer Jason, and you know he doesn't give her an inch, man. Like
Good.
he fucking makes her work just like
Love it.
anyone else, right? It's
Love
great.
it.
My fucking dad, you know, my dad goes, he's working out with me and she's working her ass off. And I'm like, please don't say anything, Dad. We all know what's going on. And he goes, how you doing? Having fun? Is this fun for you?
I love your father.
And she goes, well, she's a normal, 20-year-old
Yeah,
girl.
yeah,
She
yeah,
goes, what? And he goes, is this exciting for you to do this type of thing? I was like, oh my God, what the fuck are you doing? And you could just tell, like, it made her feel, my dad didn't even recognize it. It made her feel so shitty.
Yeah.
I was like, she's not, the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, this
what are you
is-
doing?
you know,
But
this
is
people
where-
don't know how to deal with it.
Right, and it's like whenever you see someone doing a disabled person doing an activity like that, or like just whatever activity, that's what they're doing to feel normal. That's what they're doing to forget that they
course.
don't walk like that, or that they're
Yes.
smaller, or that
Jimmy Burke.
She
my-
works her ass.
Yeah,
Like,
and
you should
then-
watch. It's inspiring. They so
That's
much film it
awesome.
because she's kicking back. She's fucking
Yeah.
doing deadlifts. She's hitting mitts.
which I love. And then not to shit on your dad too much, but then like as we're in that moment of, you know what, fuck this, I'm a badass. This thing doesn't get
My
me.
dad goes, "Oh,
I'm
I just wanna let you
"Oh,
know."
hey, so wow, look at how brave you are.
Yeah.
It's like,
oh,
you
well, look at
asshole.
you go. I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh my, I was so embarrassed. And I literally wanted to give her a hug. I don't know her that well. It'd been super creepy.
Yeah.
And I just want to look at her and be like, fuck, I'm so
Just giving
sorry.
her a hug, like, no, that's my move. Dad comes in,
My
and
dad
I'm like the
comes.
knight in shining
Brendan
armor.
Schaub, nice meeting you. Just take a 20-piece, put it in her mouth. I'll cover this, bitch.
That's so fucked up. My buddy Jimmy Burke, as you well know, who's a very dramatic guy, and we are in New York City. and we're gonna go. I think we're gonna go to a movie or something. We're hanging out, and
this is the story.
this. No, I got. Oh, that's a good one. I'll tell you that story in a sec. But he's a real smartass, but he's also got a really big heart. And there was a woman who was having so much trouble walking, and she was lugging 2 bags. It's like the kind of thing where you go, if there's anybody needed an assistant.
Right.
And if there could ever be any fucking program to get, it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it took her forever to get across the street. And I was looking at her, and it was a struggle of epic proportions. And Jimmy Burke goes, "You are one determined lady." Just like that, drags out. "You are one determined lady."
No one else.
And she just goes, "Thank you." Like she's totally out of breath. And she keeps walking. And he looks at me and he goes, and he starts to cry. He starts to cry.
Did he really?
I swear to God, tears like that. And he goes, "I'll see you later." And he walks away, and I go,
fuck?
"Whoa, hey!"
He might be one of
we
the
got a
funniest people in the
fucking
world.
movie. Yeah, he's got. He's
Hey, tell him what he did about it. I don't know. Hopefully this comes off the
He's
right
the
way.
biggest
Tell him
smartass.
what he did to that lady on
the
the bus.
biggest smart. This he's on
When
an
they told me a
elevator.
story in New York, I
Yeah.
never laughed so.
He's on an
God.
elevator. He's on an elevator, and this young, kind of pretty girl, and the elevator stops at the floor. She gets off, and then she comes back on really quickly, and she goes, "Oops, sorry."
Yes, which
Yeah.
I've done before.
We've all done
Pretty
it.
sure we've all done that.
We've all
done
done
it.
it. And
Yeah.
she's all done it. She's very cute. She goes, "Oops, sorry." She had to hold the elevator.
Yeah.
Like, "Oops, sorry, I don't know why I got off on the wrong floor." And Jimmy goes, "I know why." And she goes, "What?" And he goes, "I know why you got off on the wrong floor." And she goes, Why? And he goes, "Because you're a goddamn fucking bitch. That's why."
What the shit?
And she goes, "Huh?" And I go, "What?" And to her credit, he goes, "Yeah." And
You
she's
can't take him seriously if
and-
you've ever seen his face. Like
and-
you would have laughed right away.
and to her credit, she goes, she starts to laugh, and he starts to laugh. I fucking was like, "Oh," laughing so hard.
Goddamn.
It was
fucking-
so inappropriate. It was so, I was like, "Because you're a goddamn fucking bitch. That's why."
Is that one of those things that goes like so far inappropriate that it comes all the way
Yes,
back around?
It
and
has to,
And of
right? Because
course-
obviously he's
and
not
by the way,
so
wrong.
she was fucking laughing so hard when she got there. She goes, "You're such a sick bastard."
If you see his face, though, you would know
oh,
he's
yeah.
not. He's not being
God.
serious.
There was a
when he
guy
said-
named Connor. We
Like,
were on a
you gotta
cruise.
pick your lines
Yep.
carefully
Ooh,
with something
dude.
like
When
that.
we were young, this is 25 years ago, some 20 years ago.
When you were 42.
When I was 42. And I was a cutie pie. And Jimmy Burke, by the way, when he had hair, not a bad looking guy.
I find that hard to believe.
Masculine, not a
Yeah.
bad looking guy. And muscular and athletic back in the day. He got very skinny as he got older and lost all his hair and looks like a red bumpy pickle. Looks like a lobster and a pickle. Looks like a lobster.
He looks like one of those Polish sausages.
He looks like a lobster and a pickle fucked. I've never seen like it. Yeah, he looks like
he looks like
a Polish sausage.
He looks like a Polish
that's been left
sausage.
in the fucking that just came out of.
Yeah, it's like all veiny.
Yeah.
And like,
yeah. Yeah.
It's a weird
Throw eyes on a
vibe.
Polish sausage, and
Yeah.
the greatest man in the world. And there was a guy. I'll never forget it. There was one of the male dancers named Connor, and Jimmy and I were just trying to pick up the dancers. And there was a male dancer named Connor, and he had bushy. He had beautiful curly hair, and he had a little upturned nose and big green eyes with eyelashes.
Trying
He
to
was
fuck him or
downright
what?
with a little apple bottom, and he was absolutely as feminine as he was. Just like he was like talk like this, and he in fact, if I remember correctly. He was from Ireland, and it was it was sort of an accent. Like, it was like barely, how sometimes Irish people
yeah,
you
just
don't
a-
have much of an accent.
Just a hint.
And he was so adorable,
Like
and
like
he spoke-
Irish Spring soap.
Yeah, and he touched
Just a
touched
hand
his
on it.
chest with he would starfish his chest with his hand when he talked, and he was so attracted to me and to Jimmy. And I remember Jimmy looked at him, and Jimmy goes, "Dude," he goes, "You have a little button nose." You got that beautiful mouth and those eyelashes. I'm a little drunk right now. I'll be honest with you. I'm fucking horny. And it's everything I can do not to get my buddy and take you downstairs and fuck you the way you should be fucked. And I know you like to be fucked proper by a couple straight guys. Am I right? And he's looking up at Jimmy as Jimmy is mongoosing over him. Mongoosing. And he goes,
Good verb.
"Yeah." And Jimmy goes, "Here's the thing, dude. I like pussy. But if I get a couple more pops in me and I don't pick up one of these fucking girls, I'm going to get angry. I'm going to take you downstairs. And my buddy, who says he's straight, he's going to help me. He stuck to us like a fucking.
He was hoping
I was like, dude, you got to stop. I was like, you got to stop fucking doing that to me. It kills me.
He was probably cock blocking you the whole time.
Yeah,
like
for
girls
sure.
would come around going, "Don't touch him,
Dude, bitch.
You think I'm kidding?
Did
He
you
would
drinks
put his
nonstop?
arm around my waist and be like, sweetie, you want another drink? And he's like, my boyfriend thinks you're really pretty. I'm like, dude, we're not going to get laid if you keep doing that shit.
Have you ever been in a gay club? You been in a gay club?
Yeah,
have.
I
Sure
have.
What's the big one in Hollywood?
I don't know.
Oh, the Abbey. I've been
the
there.
Abbey. You ever been to the Abbey?
I haven't been to the Abbey.
I was there
yet.
with Frank Grillo.
Oh
There you
my
go.
God. That must have been fucking shark infested water.
That guy is beloved. I only had one guy come up to me and go, "You're straight, right?" And I go, "Yeah." How'd you know? And he goes, "Figures," and walked away. I was like, "What the fuck?"
You been there though?
I am in the Abbey. There's a gay club in my hometown of Fullerton, California, and we were just bar hopping, and then we walked to the next one, and it turns out to be the gay club, but I'm with girls, so it's like, all right, fuck it. Let's just let's have fun. And it's like, all right, well, I know no one's going to try to take my girl, so hey, great spot. Right. So much fun.
Oh, yeah.
So much fun.
Because you don't have to worry about getting beat up.
No.
God, my experience at the Abbey, I was there with this dime piece, and maybe it was just fucking free for all night, but they figured because they're gay, they were grabbing her.
Oh, it's
like titties, ass, and just
innocent.
we're gay,
Yeah,
so
'cause it's like, I
we're
can
not
do
trying to
this.
fuck, but you're gorgeous. So
They
we're
must have
just gonna
loved
grab.
you, dude.
Oh my god, me?
I mean, you're.
my head was on a swivel, just fucking.
Oh no, you're as.
I was like a fucking.
You're a
owl in
dream.
that bitch.
You're a fucking dream.
Oh, I am a peach's delight.
Yeah,
for
you
them.
are.
Yeah.
And the same thing when I was at the gay club. Everyone's like, "Well, that's something new." Like
man.
that, and I got a nice plump ass. I got small hands. Everything looks bigger.
Preach.
Like it's
You
solid.
and me both, brother.
Yeah, it's
Not
solid.
me. Not me. They look at me like the middle-aged white fucking dude I am, and that's when I knew I was getting older. And I'm not kidding. When gay men stopped looking at
when
me,
gay guys stopped hitting
was a
on you?
marker for me getting older. I never
Wow.
forgot it because I was so used to being like when I was in my 20s and teens.
Yeah.
Guys would clamor. They love, and once I realized,
People
and
were
I walked
fun.
around like that. I walked around like
I'm the dude.
I'm hot. These guys are gonna check
good
me
to be
out.
wanted.
And
Yeah.
they stopped looking at me, and then I would meet gay guys, and they'd give me no business, and I was like, "The fuck is I'm getting
What's
older.
happening?
Now
I'm
think if
getting
you're
older.
a female, how fucking heart wrenching that is. It's a
Yeah.
fucking.
My
beast.
grandmother said that. My grandmother said, I remember when men stopped looking at me. And I never forgot. And they all said, all the older women went, yep, me too.
God,
me
that
too.
sucks, man. My first day, literally like my first week in LA, I went to this place. Someone go to the Fresh Corn Grill because I like to eat healthy. Well, there's one in Brentwood. There's one that said Santa Monica Boulevard. I'm like, God, whatever, Santa Monica Boulevard. I didn't know that was the gay district. Not that I have an issue with that at all. I'm in a purple tank top, some gray sweats.
Oh, boy.
I look like I suck dick in
With
LA.
those shoulders, you don't look like you
Shoulders for
suck dick.
days.
You look like you fuck guys. and that's attractive.
You never
You're a
know.
top.
Yeah, I'm definitely a power top.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm walking down. What's the infamous workout guy? Come on, everybody.
Richard Simmons.
Richard Simmons
I
is in
love
a
him.
white Land Rover. And I'm walking my car. He slams on the brakes. He's in the passenger seat and he goes, "Oh my, where are you headed?" And I'm like, "That's fucking Richard Simmons." And I was like, to my car. So I knew exactly what was going on.
Sure.
I wasn't that fucking
Dude, he'd
naive.
pay you good money, bro.
I thought about it at the time. I was fighting. I was on that UFC money. It's
He'd give
different
you
now.
five. He'd give you 10 grand.
10 grand.
That's an
10 could
honor.
have got weird.
Yeah.
That's an honor,
You'd
man.
have to
crazy
put it.
is that?
You'd have to put it in.
We'll figure it out. Should we do some current events? What do you got, Chin?
Brad
How long we got you
Williams.
for, Brad?
20 minutes.
Let's do it.
You guys want to watch that trailer for it?
Yes.
Oh, the
I do.
clown. Yeah,
Sure.
it's coming back.
So I guess we can play this, and I'll just cut it in the video, and we can just edit it later. But
Okay.
enjoy.
Of course, with the piano music. It's already creepy.
You saw the original.
Yeah.
Will we be able to play this audio, Chin, or no?
I'll play some of the audio for sure.
You remember this movie, B? It? Stephen King's? This is the remake. I put this on my Instagram because I was obsessed with this movie.
With,
Watch the remake.
Yeah, with Tim Curry.
Yes. Boom, bitch. I'm still scared of shit like this.
Oh, it was. Oh, fuck!
Every time. Every time.
Dude.
And it's 2017. You know this bitch can be
Hold
scary.
on.
I've ever been in before. People die or disappear 6 times the national average. And that's just grown-ups. Kids are worse. Way worse. We all float down here.
I saw something. There was this.
Clown. Yeah, I saw him too.
Look. It's all connected by the sewers. That's where it lives.
I hope that kid still has the stutter.
What happened?
I'm going to see that.
Oh my god.
Bill, if you'll come with me, you'll float too. You'll float too. You'll float too. You'll float too. You'll float too.
Holy
Son of a
chill,
gun.
son!
Dude, I don't like clowns at all.
If you saw the original, the book's the scariest part of all these.
Yeah.
I gotta read the book.
The original is fucking intense. It drags on a little, it's a little long, and the ending super. Hey, spoiler alert from a movie in 1987, you fucks. At the end, the spider, it's like this weird spider, if you remember. It's like this fake bullshit computer
and
spider.
because it's over in the 80s and they didn't have
They
it.
didn't
and,
have
like,
it.
Tim Curry was the clown and he looked kind of cheesy. Like,
Yeah.
this one.
How legit is that?
This one looks like there's.
That looks incredible.
Doesn't that look fucking good?
That and especially remember the stories that were happening like 6-8 months ago with all the clowns in the woods.
Yes.
Yeah.
Remember those stories? Like,
Yes.
I don't know if that was just a great ad campaign, like a guerrilla ad campaign for this fucking movie.
How scary is that?
But
though?
It might have
looks
been.
great,
Oh, it might have been.
right?
No, this because they would done it a little
Yeah,
like
probably.
closer because don't come
It's
out in
interesting,
September maybe.
Yeah. But
What else
that
you
was
got,
just a
Chin?
buzz.
I can't fucking wait for that.
I got chills from that too. All right. So this one, this lady, or it's a transgender lady.
I was hoping you did this.
So she pretended to be a doctor, and someone actually believed it. She put injections of cement, caulking stuff, and fix-a-flat material inside this woman's butt, and then she ended up dying. So this lady or this
Look at that
transgender
ass.
person is going away for 10 years.
You're fucking right, and she's lucky she only got 10.
She put stuff in
Yeah.
her butt.
She
and
pretended
She
she,
had
well,
to,
for
yeah.
sure. She pretended she was a
Right.
doctor, though.
Oh, my
and look,
God.
she told these women, how many? A bunch of them are fucking.
Was it 30?
Yeah, she put like cement in their face.
super glue and fix a flat tire sealant.
Insane, right?
I know one person died. So
Says
that's-
Morris, who is not a licensed doctor.
No shit.
Yeah, no shit. In other news,
Here,
That's a
combined silicone, mineral oil, fix-a-flat tire sealant, cement, and super glue to give women shapier backsides.
That's a fucking. That's actually a horror story. I mean, look
Yeah.
at that person.
yeah, and
she won't take the blame either. She says, "No, I didn't do it." And the families were like yelling at her, like, "How dare you? At least take responsibility for doing this."
Look at her.
Well, I'll
butt.
tell you right now. This is how I do my shit. If I was going to meet with a nutritionist or someone like that, and they show up and they're fat as shit, and I'm not fat shaming, but if I meet with a nutritionist and they're telling me
Sure,
how to eat,
that's your
and out of
job.
shape, I'm like, all right, you know what the fuck you're talking about. If I go to someone to get an ass enhancement, lips, or my face, I take one look at her and go, probably going to go somewhere else.
yeah.
You know what? You look like shit.
And then
It's the craziest shit I've ever seen.
general rule of thumb for medical things, splurge. You know, like for medical
Yeah.
procedures. That all right.
People do that with tattoos too. Like, dude,
Yeah.
I'm looking for the best deal. Like, that's on you for life.
Yeah, that's
maybe
ink.
splurge a little bit.
Yeah, pay
you
the
want to save
money.
$100? What are you gonna do?
Pay the money.
Go to Ross, get some cheap clothes. That's one thing.
I
but
agree.
yeah, when you're doing medical procedures, I had a girlfriend that was she wanted to get a boob job, and she's like, oh, they all cost like $10,000. But I found this one guy that'll do it for $1,500. I'm like, well, don't go to that guy.
Don't go to that guy at
That's
all.
not because when the standard is 10.
Yeah.
There's a reason it's 10.
There's a reason
Yes.
it's 10.
Yes.
And there's a reason why that guy's going to be $1,500 because he's
Jesus.
probably going to put 2 water balloons in your chest
Yikes.
and then fucking charge your car.
Dude, buy it nice
So
or buy it twice, bitch. That's
Yeah.
what I was saying.
So true.
It's scary, man. Certain stuff you don't want to fucking
No.
wheel and deal for the
Getting
best.
your body cut open.
No, splurge. Splurge.
It's like these testosterone clinics. You can walk in and just get testosterone injections, but go to an endocrinologist. I don't know.
Someone that actually kind of knows what they're doing.
From an actual doctor, though, if it's testosterone, that's a little easier because testosterone's testosterone.
Yeah, but you've got to. There's a way to take it and stuff. I mean, they're
Well, it's all injectable.
oh,
Yeah.
look at this.
That's what she looks
Oh, that's
with
what
hair.
Oh,
With hair and stuff like that.
this is before she transitioned?
I think that's probably what she looked like when she was a doctor.
Gosh, you would have fooled me.
Yeah,
I would have
so
got
she
my
didn't look
ass
as
done.
crazy.
I would have got my dick sucked. I would have got some lip injections and a dick
That
suck
shit's a
from her.
disaster.
I don't know who this was.
Holy
That's scary.
moly! Oh, this is one of the ladies she fucked up. I saw her on Botched.
Yeah.
That's the doctor that messed up this woman?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the doctor that fucked up her grill too.
Oh my god, it's hard to.
Yeah, well, no, yeah, that's her face after she got
Yeah, how bad
with,
is that?
with the fake doctor.
She was on Botched, and even there, like, damn, there's not much. We
Yeah,
can
like
do.
what, we just need to give you a full headiotomy. Like that's it. We just,
Hey, so is
gotta
she?
start
She was
over.
or he was a man, and he's transitioned to a woman.
I don't know that part.
You know, they still go to male prisons,
Oh, really?
but they go in a special unit, the gay unit.
Oh, okay.
They don't let you just run amok, fucking all the dudes, because that would be
Wait, so
paradise.
so if you're a dude and you transition into a woman, you still go to a male prison?
Yeah, pretty sure, unless you've had
That's true.
the actual surgery.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, I've always kind of wondered about those laws, like
It's
what,
tricky.
because what happens? Because there's some women that that are transgender women that look they're women.
Oh, you go to Thailand, there's some lady boys where
Yeah.
we
So,
all
like-
run into training until we
Dude,
figure out the
you don't. You've never seen
women.
women more beautiful than the lady boys in Thailand.
I totally believe it. So like, I hope they go to women's
Like you
prisons.
can't believe that they're men.
Oh, yeah?
There's no way.
Well, then it's fair game.
I'm serious. To the point where you'd be like, well, if I slept with that person, I wouldn't. It's not a gay thing. That's a woman.
Well, I mean, Norton talks about it. Norton talks about that he hooks up with transgender people, and he's like, it's not.
He does?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't-
he's
I
like,
can't
he's
do
like,
it.
I don't consider myself gay, like because
No, yeah, but you are.
Look at him.
Yeah.
They're women.
I get that though. Y'all are though. I get that. Nah, you like to play that line.
Sure.
Once you step over that line, you're gay. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, just
Or
just
freaky.
enjoy.
Or
Yeah, you're
freaking.
just a pure freak.
Yeah.
What else you got, Chin?
All right, this next one,
Oh, speaking of trans, sorry, Chin.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
go
cut you
for
off.
it.
Speaking
Go
of
for
that trans, remember that young girl who was taking testosterone doing wrestling in
yes.
high school? Have you heard
Yes.
about this? She was
Yeah.
undefeated, just slamming, like rampaging bitches on their neck. She's like
Yeah.
undefeated. Well, they passed a law that now she can compete with the boys.
Good.
She's going to play with
Good.
the boys now.
Good.
And I hated the people that blamed
Her?
Yes, her.
Yeah.
Yes, because you don't blame. She
wait,
wanted.
him.
Yeah. Oh no. She was wrestling women, but she transitioned into a man.
She
so
was taking
I call her a man
testosterone.
now. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
He. Don't blame him because like he wanted to wrestle dudes. He
Yes.
wanted to wrestle the dudes. It's just a birthing line. It's like, no, you were born a woman, so you have to wrestle women. He's like, well, I'm gonna fucking wreck them.
Yeah.
And then he did.
He did.
And
Undefeated.
Yeah.
Showed him like winning state and just fucking cock dieseled up.
Yeah.
And all these little girls crying behind him.
I know.
Serious.
And-
You're just like,
but-
fucking get some.
But you know
God
what?
damn.
Good for him because he let the lawmakers know, like, hey, you wanted this.
I know.
This is on you. I wanted to wrestle dudes. Like, there was a Real Sports thing on a woman who transitioned into being a man who was like an Olympic caliber swimmer as a woman. But it's like, no, I want to be a dude. And then she swims with men. And she gets in like second, or he gets in like second to last place all the time. But he's like, but I love who I am.
Feels better.
Yes, this feels.
You ain't
better.
placing first.
Yeah.
You feel better. You ain't making that medal fucking stand.
Right.
You
No,
feel
sir.
better.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Yeah.
You playing with the big boys now.
Yep.
Yeah.
We got some cocks on
Yep.
us.
So
Got some
good.
cocks.
I'm glad they finally.
Yeah, it's cool, right?
They finally passed that law
very
because
cool.
it's just.
It was a little ridiculous. It
Right.
sucks for the other girls trying to compete and like,
Yeah.
oh, fuck, are you against Tony today? It's like, yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, because I mean, yes, gender equality is obviously a huge issue, and women need to be treated exactly like men and all that. But
except for the kids.
when it comes to physical, like men have more testosterone, we're built differently. Like it's like when a woman is transitioning into being a man, they're taking essentially performance-enhancing drugs
For sure.
that would be
Yes.
illegal. But you can say like, no, I'm transitioning.
Yep.
Right.
So yeah, come on, guys.
Yeah,
Just,
you're right.
just use logic.
100%.
What else you got, Chin?
All right, the next one is this mother from, I believe she's from San Diego. She's saying that there was human traffickers inside an IKEA store because she was with 3 or 4 kids, and then there's 2 adult men that didn't have any girlfriends or wives, and they were just sort of and they were well dressed. And they were walking around,
gay guys.
sitting down, looking around, getting close to the kids, and then kind of getting away. So then she posted this saying that she believes they're human traffickers and people need to watch out. It got huge. It got big time viral.
Tell me she's right.
Over 100,000 shares.
Was she right?
No. So that's why I wanted to bring this up because
Well, now she
there's
looks
no
like an
proof.
asshole.
There's zero
Yeah.
proof of it.
But these guys were human
she's on the
traffickers.
news. Yeah, she's on the news.
So in other words, they were
everywhere.
trying to kidnap kids.
That's what she was saying. That
You know what? The benefit
Women have good women.
IKEA is a fucking shit show.
Yeah.
IKEA,
why
you
would
go
you
in there, it's a
do-
blender.
Women have good instincts, though. Women can pick up on shit
Well,
men
why
don't.
would you do it in IKEA? It's well lit. There's cameras everywhere.
Because such a shit show, though. Like, there's
think?
boxes, there's pieces, Legos, grown-ups, kids.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
I'm sure a man was
possibly
watching.
legit.
I'm sure there was a man watching looking to kidnap. I don't know. What they, I imagine they'd be,
so.
if 2 men in suits keep looking at my kid, I'm going to sit down next to him. Like, yeah, it's cool, right? Listen, why the fuck are you 2 in suits and keep staring at my kid?
Yeah.
Is that not weird to you 2?
yeah.
I
be weird.
I get the mama bear thing. I totally get you you looking out for your kids.
Can we
but,
watch
like,
the viral video though?
But
it's
then,
just
like,
her talking.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
then to
that's it.
say like this is what happened, and then
So the viral thing is a post on her Facebook.
yeah,
Sure,
and
at
then,
Facebook Live.
and then
Just
all the
her
news,
Facebook.
and then all the news outlets just running with it as fact.
Yeah.
That's the kind.
Yeah.
That's
the
what's
thing-
scary.
Yeah, that's the thing that scares me. It's like do some fact. Like, look, if you read the article, she said she also noticed the man and their quote unquote gut feeling prompted them. It's like
Yeah.
a gut feeling is not fact. That's not like
The second man appeared in this section and acted similar to the first man. Be more general.
right. So and I'm just worried about that because could you imagine if someone was you're shopping at IKEA, Brian Callen, celebrity, and so someone says, "Oh, Brian Callen was being creepy around me."
I believe it.
That would be true.
He
would-
was trying.
that would be true.
I would
he
jump
was
on
probably
like,
trying.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Brian is
Get
creepy.
your kid out of there.
Yeah, he
Not
was
kid,
probably,
but
he was probably trying
woman.
to kidnap my kid or my woman or something. Like, could you imagine? Like, no, I'm just really into Futox or whatever the fuck that bookshelf is.
Yeah.
Well, I do
true.
think women have an instinct for danger that men don't typically.
At least she didn't shame him, like, put, like, what's your name and then blast their name out. Like, I would much rather have this, like, say my girl did this when she's with my kid. I'd much rather be on the extreme end
sure.
and freak out
Well,
and go Facebook Live and be like, these fucking guys.
our buddy Mitch-
then not do anything, and then my kid's
Yeah.
in a fucking.
Our buddy
then
Mitch,
I go full taken.
Yeah, our buddy Mitch told us a story about a kid disappeared. Mother said, "My kid's gone." I think it was Walmart or something. They locked that fucking place down. They locked
Good.
it down. Found the kid in the bathroom in a different set of clothes with his head shaved.
Fuck.
Whoa.
So you're talking about professionals who get ready for
in
this
a
shit.
Walmart.
Yes.
All right. Well, maybe I take
course
some.
a Walmart.
So there are
Why are you so
The
silent?
look on
Of
your
the
face
Walmart?
was like, of course, a Walmart.
and a terrible story that
Well,
course.
just because it's like well lit, like I said, security, like.
But it's a shit show, though.
yeah, a terrible
And it's
story.
not
that-
like fucking Nassim's running the fucking.
I guess you're right.
An 8-year-old girl too. Nate Marquardt's wife told me. They were friends with an 8-year-old girl. Went into a bathroom at a big mall and never came out. Never came out. What happened probably was she got disguised,
Oh,
and
as
some
another kid.
professional or whatever took her out. And
Makes you feel
you're
sick.
not, yeah. And there are people that are that's their job, right? It's
amazing.
And it's of course every parent's nightmare.
Yeah.
That's the kind of shit. To me, I don't think there's anything more evil.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of shit that I would.
That's where I would kill.
I mean, I
someone
would
for.
kill those. That you don't get jail time. Like I just think those are the worst of the worst. They're the most.
sure.
Evil.
And I don't
They're
want to do it with a
malevolent.
gun.
They're evil to their
hands.
core. They're evil to their core.
Yeah, you
Right.
gotta do it with your
Deep down,
hands.
there's no redeeming.
And you can't just be like, oh, I was just going along, or I was
No.
forced to do this, or I was
What?
like, yeah,
That is such an aberration when you do that to children.
yeah. that's
Makes
when
me
it's a
feel
whole new.
sick, man.
It's like a whole new set of nightmares.
What else you got, Chin? Let's do one more.
Yeah.
All right, this one is crazy. There was a guy that was missing in this village on Sunday, and then they found this humongous python in a
Reticulated
ditch,
python.
and he was actually inside the stomach of the
Oh,
python.
I'm sorry, fucking Indonesia. You're talking about pythons doing python shit.
Largest python
and then
in the
they
world.
killed him. And then they killed him.
7 meters long.
Did they
21
kill the
feet.
python and then they cut the guy out?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
What's that, 21 feet, 22 feet? 7 meters?
I think they said 20, 23, 25 feet or
Yeah,
something
that's
like
a,
that.
that's a
That's so
reticulated
funny.
python. The longest python in the world is in Indonesia. It's called a reticulated python.
That's what it is.
Yep.
Wow. Good job.
He
Brian
seems
Callen.
like he was attacked from behind. It's so stupid they kill the fucking animal.
Right, because like he did what pythons
He
do.
was found dead but intact.
That'd be a bad way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Am I
could
fucked
you-
up that I want to see it?
No, I'd love to see it too.
Well, there's
no, I
no-
want to see him attacked. I want to see them cut up the snake.
Yeah.
That's just the only picture I got.
Oh man.
Be cool if he had like a GoPro on. He's like, no. It's like,
Get the digestive.
Be sick.
It's so crazy.
But yeah, you're absolutely right. Where it's like he was doing python stuff. Now, if the python had a kill room a la Dexter,
Yeah.
then you're like, oh shit.
no, if it was like
That's
man-eating python snuck into his house, picked the locks, fucking made sure his girl was asleep Cosby style, then ate him like, we gotta get rid of this thing.
Yeah.
But if he's just, this motherfucker's walking around in the jungle,
Yeah.
and he's starving and eats them, and they're like, let's find him, kill
They
him.
digest your bones and they poo it out in white paste. It's a white paste.
I don't think they digest the bones, do
Yeah,
they?
they do.
A lot of times they shit it out.
Nope, they digest the bones. I've had snakes.
He knew the name of the python, so I trust
They'll
this man
shit
over
white
here.
and they shit a different thing.
Jesus.
Oh man, that's
I never got why people have pet snakes.
I did.
The fuck can you do with
I had
it?
a bunch
What
of
do you do with
I had a
it?
reticulated python. I had a
You had a
Burmese
giant python like
I had a
this.
Burmese python, a reticulated python, and a ball python.
What'd you do with
Why?
them? What would you do with them?
I was in college and
Were you
younger. I
trying
loved
to take
snakes.
over the world? Like that's
Were you trying to be a villain?
The problem is they get big and mean. They get big and mean.
Well, they're never small and cuddly. It's a
Well,
fucking snake.
I know. You get them when they're babies. And
It's
they-
so weird,
they grow.
man.
You know
never
they have
understood that.
security systems you can get now. You don't
Yeah,
earn
I
any
know.
a dog.
I know.
It's so weird.
You don't gotta get a
man.
python.
And they always want to get out of the cage because they're not happy in the cage. Then you let them
You
out
ever
of the
seen the
cage and they
stripper?
disappear.
You guys ever seen the strippers with the python? She's acting all sexy. She's all, it goes, here, dude. She's on her titty. She's all, trying to rip it off.
God damn.
That's great.
Oh,
But
shit.
Python's doing python shit.
Yes.
You have this python in a strip club.
Yeah.
He's like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
That's a big ass titty. I'm hungry as fuck. Hey, dude.
Ah,
That's
yeah.
Here. It's so funny.
That looks plump.
Can you bring that up? I want to
I'm
watch
sure.
that.
Dude,
Yeah. It's
on
Python,
YouTube?
Python bites woman's tit.
You know, it's freaking Rogan talks about it all the time. It's like these are animals. They
There
don't
it is.
know.
Woman's breast.
Oh my god, I love that. That's like you just put in python.
Ah, look at this bitch. Thinks she's all set. Oh, she died?
No, he didn't. Of course, it's on a foreign TV.
Look at those fat titties.
Oh,
Those are
no,
very
don't do
fat
that. Please
titties.
don't
Oh,
do
look
that.
at her. Oh,
Please
good
don't do that.
times. Yeah. Dangers!
Oh!
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Do that with her. All right.
Oh, you know what? It probably killed the python if it got the silicone.
She looks like Pamela Anderson.
Douche.
All right, that doesn't look like Pamela Anderson. That looks like
No, that looks like fucking.
that looks
What?
like you put Pamela Anderson in a blender.
Fucking Brendan's goose.
That's
Dude,
amazing.
how
though.
crazy is that?
They're
Why do you
animals.
get so excited? Goose.
Because it was like, yeah, ripping that tit off.
That was so aggressive.
The fuck you think was going to happen when you're making
Yeah.
out the python? He's like, look at these
That's so
fat tits.
annoying. Don't
It's,
put your face
it's
next to
like
him.
it's like my fiance wants a big dog. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
a 4 foot nothing.
Yeah, it's a bad idea.
No, the dog.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna tell it to sit. And it's gonna be like, not today. And
Fuck
just
you,
fucking
man.
take me out.
Yeah.
You're. I'm just calling
You
you
feel
master.
vulnerable with a huge.
Yeah,
God, that video made my day. I'm glad we went there.
Is that it?
That's it.
I think that's it.
You're dropping knowledge?
I got a drop of knowledge that I thought
right.
was so funny.
This is the end, Brad. Then you're out, buddy.
Okay,
Appreciate you, man.
dude.
Yeah,
thank
Brad.
you guys so much for having me back. Like I said, I'm honored to be the first guy that missed an appointment and then you guys let back in. So thank you very much, and can't wait for you guys to come on my podcast, the About
We
Last
will.
Night podcast.
Yeah, it's available on iTunes with your boy
Yeah.
Adam Ray.
All that, man. So check that out. Follow me on Twitter at FunnyBrad. I tour like a madman, so go to BradWilliamsComedy.com, and I'm sure I'm coming to a city near you soon.
Boom. What do you got, B?
Silbo Gomera. Do you know what Silbo Gomera is? Anybody?
Chanting?
Say
I
it
don't know.
again.
Silbo Gomera. Okay, it's a valley. It's an area of Spain with valleys where they speak to each other they whistle, and they can whistle entire paragraphs where they can be like, "Go and get. I lost my keys."
That's an ad on YouTube, I think.
I lost my keys. Hold on. I lost my keys.
Right.
I don't know where they are. Can you find them and find the owner and give them to them?
Sounds like R2D2.
Okay,
Yeah.
so bottom line is, this is so fucking crazy if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. They basically evolved the language because they had to speak to each other across ravines like 3 miles, like
You
a mile
can't
and a
do
half.
across?
A mile and a half. So they couldn't shout, so they would whistle things.
Wow.
And they developed the language, became so developed they can whistle literally, "I'll be home at 6. Make sure you make the roast chicken."
Just a
and I
different
want
form
wine."
of communication.
Yeah, completely. Total, long sentence.
Wow.
It's their
Okay.
form of.
So like
Yeah.
all
their
those
language.
all those songs that like have whistling in it must confuse the fuck out of them.
It's-
'Cause they're
Or they know what
that's
it
not
means.
something sexy that
True.
you just said.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. But they had literally an entire language that was whistling, all of it. And
You
it-
said punch a kid. Why the fuck you say that?
yeah, what the fuck? And then check this out. Check this out. So that's how language evolved. Like so when they had to talk over ravines.
Yeah.
But then they were like talking about how like when Hawaiian is
Yeah.
it's all these big open vowels because
Yeah.
you spend a lot of time outside. So for whatever reason, like when you hear Polish, it's project. What things are like your mouth stays closed and you speak in tight kind of.
You're cold.
Why is German so aggressive?
So a lot of it has to do with a couple things. One is being inside
Yeah.
and not wanting to raise your voice, not
Inside
being
voice.
too loud, inside voice. Also, diseases spread through the mouth. So you kept your mouth to yourself. Whereas when you're outside in the sun, you can speak. Oh, you open your
That
mouth.
makes sense.
So I'm on that big vowels. That's easy to.
Interesting.
This is
Isn't
weird.
that fucking weird? And here's the other thing is Russian is kind of the same way. Things that happen in the back. So,
Like the back,
you know,
like this,
Пожалуйста, things you don't move
Right.
your mouth
Pay
too
the
much.
man his
Don't move
money.
your mouth too much, you know. So a lot of it evolved from the fact that you were cold, you were inside, things were dour. You had to keep your mouth kind of, you didn't want your breath to be all over somebody else.
to Jamaica.
Yeah.
what?
It's
loud.
open. It's
Yeah.
loud.
There you go.
It's a
Yeah,
boom,
man.
boom, boom.
Yep. And
Down
so,
by the beach, boy.
and so the idea would
Makes
be
sense.
as you learn more about culture, it kind of makes you more understanding and maybe compassionate because you'd be the same exact way. if
For
you came
sure.
up that way.
But, hey, Chin, I have a question. Hashtag no racist.
No racist.
I do not know. But my buddy told me this, who's married to a Filipino, and he's balls deep in Asians. He's never dated anything else.
Balls deep in Asians.
I'm trying to be PC here.
Asian culture.
I'm trying to be
Also
PC here.
Filipino. He's Korean.
No, I know.
Yeah.
No, I know. But he said the reason why a lot of Asians' eyes are like that,
Smaller.
slanty,
Slanty.
yes, is because they evolved because there's so much rain. In the
I never heard that.
I love how you're just staring at an Asian like, confirm this for me.
First of all, there's
I was
not
wondering-
more rain.
You're not Asian.
There's not
sir.
more rain
No,
in the
let me
Asian
ask Chin.
world.
What did you
But
know?
there's not more Asian.
I
more
think
rain
I heard
there.
it from this show like
Yeah.
a while ago.
On probably I said
I've
it
never
was
heard
true.
it anywhere else. I've never. heard
That's
anywhere
not.
else
That's a
before.
terrible theory. Also, there's not more rain in Asian countries than there would be, for example, in
South
Northern
America.
Europe. Northern
yeah.
Europe.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know what it was about.
Fucking Ireland.
They
Like,
evolved.
For example, in
Fucking Ireland, there's rain all
and
the
in
time.
England, there's a lot of rain.
know.
And their eyes are
in
super
Seattle,
round.
there's a lot of rain.
Yeah. Sir, there was an influx of
In
Chinese.
Portland, there's a lot of rain.
There was an influx of Chinese, but they
In Irvine, there's a lot of rain.
Sir, there's not a lot of rain in
At
Irvine.
University of California, Los Angeles, there's a lot of rain.
Hey, man, is that your code for there's a lot of Asians?
No, I'm saying. Just
So, you know what? That's our new
put
thing.
the dots together.
If we go to a place where there's
There's a lot of
Asians, we can
rain.
be like,
A lot
there
of
seems to
rain
be a
here."
lot of rain here.
Used to be, there's a little too much pepper for my liking.
Do you know what you just did? You just came up with a language.
I do.
Oh, look at that.
Ah!
No.
A
Full
racist
circle.
one.
No.
That's full
Racist
circle.
language.
No? Okay.
Brad, we can't thank you enough for coming, man.
Dude,
Bradley.
thank you guys.
You're a beast, brother.
This was a blast. We'll do it again.
You were great, dude.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
This is The Fire Kid with Brad Williams. We're out.